and welcome back to my studio. Today's painting project is just a pretty small kind of crafty style project. I saw this pin on Pinterest and I really wanted to recreate it myself. So I decided to do a few watercolors and make the stick frames myself. I actually live on a property that's a lot of woods and trees, so it was a pretty easy project. The only thing I had to buy was some of the E6000 glue that I used, but I had a little on hand, I just needed a little bit more. So I'm gonna walk you through the process about how I did it, what I used, and then I'll show you the final product at the end. Okay, so the first thing I did was trim the paper down to size. I did 3 by 2 inch little sheets of paper. I used my watercolor paper, just the standard paper that I have. I've talked about it a few times in a few different videos. So the first one I did was kind of inspired by the view outside my kitchen window. When you look across the street, there's a couple of rolling hills and then there's like a couple of trees and stuff. So it was kind of where I went with it, was just some like rolling hills and trees, and it's really cold right now. I think the day that I did this project, it was 15 degrees or 20 degrees. So I was really leaning into the summer vibes here. So I went with a pretty simple rolling hills landscape, layering some of the watercolor. It does look a bit messier than I would like, but this one actually turned out to be my favorite of all of them. Not just the painting, but with the frame as well. So this second one that I did was just trying to play with some of the color. I haven't really used these palettes very much, so I wanted to use some of the different colors that I had. So I did a field of flowers. This one could have probably used some more detail, something kind of quick and easy and small, but this one, it came out okay. It came out pretty cute. Again, because it was so cold, I was really leaning into that like spring and summer vibes. I know winter has just started, so unfortunately, I have many months of this cold weather left. The third one I did decide to go seasonal with. I did like a little Christmas tree painting. This one you can see a little bit more that the paint can layer pretty well with this watercolor paint. And then I just tried to make the background less detailed and a little more blurry. Just did the wet on wet and kind of made it look like you're insinuating that there's trees there. Oh, which really doesn't make sense because I did put a tree skirt around the tree, which would make it seem like it's inside, but we'll go with it. We'll just go with it. Okay, so once those paintings were done, I did let them dry for a little bit, and then I went out, I trekked outside in the snow to get the sticks that I needed. I actually still have quite a few sticks here. I just grabbed a couple off of a small tree. I thought that the tree was pretty dead, but for the most part, the pieces that I used were at least part of the dead tree. I think they're probably gonna end up trimming that back once summer comes, because I think they did that right before I moved in. So I just kind of visually measured, which honestly I think was a mistake. I think I should have gotten larger pieces so that I could kind of cover the edges a little bit more. I also put the top pieces of the frame on top of the side pieces, which kind of create a little bit of a gap between the painting and the stick on the top, which it's fine. This is just kind of a test project. I may make more of these later. And now that I know what to do and what not to do, I can kind of figure it out a little bit better and plan ahead a little bit more. I did put the paintings on a sheet of cardstock. It was pretty thin cardstock, but I did put the E6000 and then the painting, and then I let it dry. I know when I made my little magnet prints, these ones here, you can actually buy these in my shop if you're interested in those. I really love those. They came out really nice. But when I did those and I put the painting on E6000, it made it really hard. So you can actually like hear just how sturdy the painting itself is. Then I E6000 the frames directly onto the painting. Again, because this was just a test project, it was fine. I think next time I would measure a little bit more intensely and put the frame on the outside edge of the actual cardstock so the print lines up with the inside edge of the stick, so that the actual painting itself doesn't have any adhesive on the front of it. But I did have to let those dry for a couple of days. This project ended up being a little longer than I thought because the glue took longer to dry. But I am really happy with how they came out, and I'm really happy to show you. I think I'm gonna turn them into ornaments, and then I'm gonna put them on my gallery wall. So here is the first one. And then here is the second one with the flowers. And then my little Christmas tree one, which I did have to trim the painting a little bit to fit the frame. Yeah, I'm really happy with them. These are two of my favorite projects that I've done in a while. I like to make do with what you have. If you know, you want to work on a project, but you don't want to spend a ton of money and things like that, I completely understand. Art supplies can be really expensive, and craft supplies can also be really expensive, like just regular craft supplies. Glue? Why is glue so expensive? Can we talk about that? Glue's stupid expensive. So anyway, I hope you like this project as much as I did. And if you want to make these and you try these out, make sure you tag me. My new handle as art at the end, so it's Katy Cormier Art. I took it away for a while and then I put it back. I don't know what I'm doing. It might go away again. Don't count on me with that. But yeah, please tag me. I'd really love to see what you guys create. Also, quick thing, I just hit 300 subscribers, which probably sounds absolutely like nothing, but that's a big deal. So I'm gonna celebrate the small wins. So I just wanted to say thank you to the new subscribers that are here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up and subscribe. Yeah, anyway, thank you so much. I will see you next time. Bye.